Greetings, ni hao ma, chilema. I'm your host, Laoness Izasha, and welcome to today's episode of Lyrics Police, case number 10. And today we're featuring an Asian rapper, Asia, big up Asia. What a time to be Asian. So his name is MC Jin. Right? MC Jin, charged for being the first ever Asian rapper and for making hip hop mainstream and widespread in mainland China. Okay, and the song that we'll be talking about today is called Learn Chinese. Okay, now before I talk about the song, I'd just like to show you about China. Okay, so what we have here is a visual of the 70 years of economic development and policy in the People's Republic of China. And we're starting at 1949. Okay, so we start at 1949. Just keep your eye on this red bar here on the left. Okay, so as I scroll down, see how they have progressed. Okay, so they have progressed, they keep progressing. Now this is up until 2019. Okay, so 2019, which was the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. Okay, now you can see the curve, right? You can see how it has advanced and progressed in the last 70 years, okay? Just to put that into a bit more perspective for you, have a look at China to lead the world's economy by 2026. So that's like in 6 years' time, yeah? Less than 6 years now, because it's almost the end of 2020. So what it says is China is set to edge ahead of the US in just over a decade, while India is expected to move up the rankings to third place, pushing Japan out of the world's top 3 economies. Okay, so have a look here for 2050. Okay, the predictions. Okay, China, US, India. Okay, back in 2014, US, and then China was second at 10,335. But look at it now. It's still it's really close. I will show you how close it is at the moment. Okay, so we are talking. Have a look at this graph here. Okay, so this is compared to Japan and the United States of America. So as you can see from this graph here, United States stands at 20.54 trillion US dollars. We're talking about gross domestic product here, GDP, okay, of the nation. And then we have China, 13.61 trillion. So literally $7 trillion behind America. Okay, it's not far to go. The gap is closing quick and fast. Okay. Japan, well, they've got still a way to go, although they've said they've got 4.97 trillion there. Okay, but one to watch, guys. China. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about MC Jin. Okay, so he was born in Miami, Florida, to parents from Hong Kong. Okay, and then they moved to New York City, where he lived in Queens, and that's where he first started rapping and where he got his fame. Actually, of 19 years old, he got his break on a TV show. It was like a rap battle show, which he managed to beat the reigning champion at the time. The reigning champion actually threw in the towel, had 15 seconds still left on the clock to finish his rap, but he didn't even finish his rap. So MC Jin, respect to you that he was only 19 years old at that time. This song actually was produced in 2014. Okay, so it's 6 years old already. It was produced by Kanye West and Wyclef Jean. Well, the album was. They say here Jerry Duplessis and Wyclef Jean, but Kanye West also helped produce this album, featuring Wyclef, yeah, with a few bumperclats here and there, and whatever, some big ups, ad libs, you know, in the background. But it's mainly MC Jin. Okay, the album is called The Rest Is History. Okay, so this is a song taken from that album. Okay, so let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so this is the music video. All right. We're going to see a little intro. Okay, I'm just going to make the screen so that we can see each other better. Okay, there's a second. Give me okay, here we go. And just like that. And we press play. Check out the intro. Okay.
You see this new Rough Rider movie called The Brother's Chin? You're talking about the joint from Mr. Chin Chin and yo, I'm telling you, Chin Chin is gangster. Yo, here go that joint right there. Yeah, Chinese and one. You know what this is. Shit, let me tell you this. The days of the pork fried rice and the chicken wings coming to your house by me is over.
Whoa, oh, okay. What do you say there? The days of me delivering pork fried rice, was it chicken fried rice, are over. Right, so obviously his dad had a Chinese restaurant, you see, when he was young, and a Chinese restaurant in Miami. And did you hear that hook? I wonder how many people can identify the samples in this tune and see what influence this tune has had, or from which kind of genre influenced this particular song. Let's see if you can hear it. Okay, so I'll give you a little clue. Look how me Chinese, huh? Look how me Chinese today.
Y'all gonna learn Chinese. Y'all gonna learn Chinese. Y'all gonna learn Chinese. When the monks come out, y'all gonna speak Chinese. Y'all gonna learn Chinese. Y'all gonna speak Chinese. Y'all gonna learn Chinese. When the monks go on, y'all gonna speak Chinese.
Okay, so let's go through the first part. Okay, that's actually the chorus. Okay, so he started, yeah, I'm Chinese and what? Yeah, because, well, nobody wants to hear about Asian rappers. Oh, what? There's no place for an Asian rapper, I suppose. It's like me. I'm not allowed to play reggae because I'm not black. Yeah, so he's not allowed to be a hip hop artist or sing rap music because he's from Asia. Well, guess what? Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, he's Chinese and what? So what? Yeah, he likes this music. He wants to be a rapper. What's the big deal? I like reggae music. What's the problem with me selecting reggae music? Anyway, carry on. Yeah, you know who this is? Jin. Let me tell you this. That's this bit. The days of the pork fried rice and the chicken wings. So you can imagine that's what they were ordering. That's what they eat. They eat pork fried rice. I haven't touched pork in 13 years almost now. And the chicken wings. You know, there's better things to eat at Chinese restaurant than pork fried rice and chicken wings, guys. Okay. So the days of the pork fried rice and the chicken wings coming to your house by me is over. I used to work in a Chinese restaurant. I used to deliver Chinese food. I've even delivered pizza in my life. Yeah, but those days are over. All right, so let's get into the chorus. You're gonna learn Chinese. You're gonna learn Chinese. You're gonna learn Chinese. When the pumps come out, you're gonna speak Chinese. Okay, when the pumps come out, I guess he's talking a reference, firearms. Okay, you're gonna speak the pumps, that pump. You're gonna speak Chinese. Yeah. It's like when you're getting well, not you, yeah, me, it's happened to me, yeah, when I've been bullied or, you know, racially discriminated against. We're giving them all of this chinking, chanking, ching, chong, chong, okay? So then when the pumps go out, you're going to speak Chinese, right? Because when the bullets start coming into, you know, start firing, everyone's like, right? So you're going to learn Chinese. You're going to be Chinese. You're going to be Chinese. So what we're saying about the world's leading economy, the largest economy by 2026, okay? You're going to learn Chinese when the pumps come right. So he's repeating that again, okay? We don't have to go back into that, okay? So there's no swearing in this one. They've dubbed it out, right? They've faded it out.
I know a bunch of Crips that love red, man. Blood walk in New York, man. Things don't change. Stop the chinks.
Okay. So what he says, okay, this hip hop shit could F your head up, man. I know a bunch of Crips that love red, man. Okay, so this is a reference to gangs, okay, a gang, the Crips. What does that stand for? I've forgotten about that. That's community. Oh, protect. I've forgotten the meaning of the Crips. Let's have a look. Let's get that up. It's a community representation or protection, something like that. I think they're obviously with the blue bandanas. Okay. Yeah, but we know the definition. We want to know what it stands for. Here we go. Community Revolution in Progress. Okay, so that's what that stands for. Crips, Community Revolution in Progress. All right, so that's what that gang meaning is. Okay. That love Redman, he's a famous rapper as well. Okay. I think he's from New York as well. Blood walk in New York, man, things done change. Blood walk, I'm not sure. That's maybe a reference to, I don't know if they have if there's a street called that. I know Chinatown's in Canal Street, but I don't know if there's a place called Blood Walk, or maybe he's just saying Blood Walk. Blood walk in New York, man, things done. Okay, sorry. Okay, so he's mentioned the Crips before. I know a bunch of Crips that love red, man, and then now he's saying Blood walk in New York, man, things done change. So I guess before, Crips used to have a big what you call it, following, and then in this time when he's rapping, it's turned to the Bloods. I'm just saying, I'm just speculating here, okay, guys? You know, I'd love to hear feedback from any of y'all watching in the comment section, okay? So you can help me to help you understand what we're listening to in the music, okay? Because it's not just about playing, it's not just about the lyric, about the music. If you like, if that, then listen to classical, listen to EDM, listen to instrumentals, listen to dub, okay? But when you're listening to music that has lyrics in it and somebody's singing, you should show respect, at least to understand what that person spent time writing and wanting to express and tell you, because every song has a message, obviously, okay? So it don't make no sense to be listening to some song that you don't even know what the meaning is, okay? Because music is manipulation, okay? Words are spells, okay? Words is magical spells, okay? And you don't realize how you are influencing yourself or your subconscious, okay? But anyway, let's carry on with this, okay?
Watch too much TV. It's a game of death when I aim for your chest. There's too much stress, got me seeing slow motion.
Eyes barely open. Okay, so stop the chinks, be all over the game. That was back in 2014. Okay, the chinks. Who are the chinks? Oh, that's that favorite word that they like to call Asian people, right? Far Eastern Asian people. Yeah, well, they'll be all over the game now. Okay, this ain't Bruce Lee. This ain't Bruce Lee. I watch too much TV. Maybe it should be you watch too much TV. This ain't Bruce Lee. This is a game of death when I aim for your chest. Okay, it's a bit aggro there. It's a bit aggy there. Okay, too much cess got me seeing slow motion. All right, so cess, what's cess? That's a reference to cannabis. So he's saying too much cess got me seeing slow motion. Eyes barely open with a roach roasting. All right, so he's got
open with a roach roasting. And your girl, she loves the gin ocean. Rub it on her body like body shop lotion. What's the commotion? You never seen me, original TPIMC. You don't want to step to the army. Double R, rank refugee.
okay, double R, Rough Riders, because he was signed to the Rough Riders, right? So double R, rank refugee. But let's go back to the other bars. Okay, so eyes barely open with a roach roasting. And your girl, she loves the gin ocean. Rub it on her body like body shop lotion. What's the commotion? You never seen me? The original chinky IMC? You don't want to step to the army and double R rank refugee. And hey, oh, aya. Okay, so what's he saying? And the barrel of the gun is gonna make you speak another language. And amigo, I ain't talking about Spanish. Hilarious. Hey, they're allowed to have guns in America. What do you want? What's the, you know, there's they have the right to bear arms, right? Okay, so what? What? All right, so we're going to the chorus again. Police. This one goes out to those that order 4 chicken wings and pork fried rice and throw dice in the hood. You think this is all good till the cowboys roll in. Chinatown, get lost in town, end up in the lost and found. Eyewitnesses, you must be crazy. We don't speak English, we speak Chinese. So I wish you would come. Okay, till in the hood, you think this is all good till the cowboys roll through like Clint Eastwood. All right, so that's like people trying to come and step to the Chinese, right? Who've heard of the triads? Who's ever heard of triads? So what he's saying, I wish you would come to Chinatown, get lost in town, end up in the lost and found. Eyewitnesses, you must be crazy. We don't speak English, we speak Chinese. And the only po-po we know is the pigs on the hook, is the pigs on the hook, not in the hood, is the pigs on the hook. Out in the window, like you see in Chinese restaurants, you see ducks hanging, you see pig's foot, pig's legs. OMG. Aya! Okay, so what's he saying? Every time they harass me, they being the popo, right? The popo being the 5-0, the police, right? Every time they harass me, I want to explode. We should ride the train for free. We built the railroads. Now that is quite poignant, right? Okay, because who built the railroads in America back in the day? Okay, was the Chinese immigrants, the Chinese labor that put down, interestingly enough, America's railway infrastructure, and is exactly what China is doing around the world at the moment. Have you heard about their One Belt system? Have you heard that? So it's not the first time. You know, they've become experts now at building railroads. Okay, so he's saying we should ride the train for free. We built the railroads. Well, point taken. Yeah, point taken. Maybe family, you know, especially if anyone died building it. Okay, so what's he saying next? ain't you 50 Cent, ain't you Eminem?
50 Cent, I ain't your Eminem, I ain't your Jigga Man, I'm a China man.
Ain't you 50 Cent? Ain't you Eminem? Ain't you Jigga Man? Who's Jigga Man? That's Jay-Z. I'm a China man.
Singing the palm of my hands. She looked surprised when she saw it in the palm of her hands. You know what's next? Safe sex. I'll be damned if I sleep in the flesh with the insect.
OMG. Ayafambam. Can you hear that? Ginseng in the palm of my hand. Don't know what ginseng is. Suggest you do some research on its benefits to your brain boosting herb. Okay, if you don't want to have dementia or Alzheimer's disease or suffer from short-term memory loss and amnesia, then you should get some ginseng. You should start taking some ginseng and help feed your brains a little bit. She looks surprised in the palm of my hands. Okay, you know what's next? Safe sex. Good. All right, so we're not advocating having unprotected sex, which is a good thing actually, yeah, because there's other artists who are out there singing tunes advocating unprotected sex with any Tom, Dick, and Harry that you just meet. That's what they're telling us to do in other songs, which is going to be a next feature coming up on the Lyrics Police. So what's he saying? You know what's next? Safe sex. I'll be damned if I sleep in the flesh with the insect. Who recognizes that? So who knows what that's all about then? Now, they haven't put it in here. They haven't put it in here. They just said woman singing. Lu Shang Pung Yang Fang. Picky picky but Lu Shang. Was it? Let's hear it. Shung Lung Fu Lung Fai. Shu Lung Fu Lung. Picky bye bye. Picky picky bye bye. Mr. Chin. And who knows that tune? Mr. Chin. What does that remind you of? Yellow Man. Who knows Yellow Man from Jamaica? One of the most famous and first ever, like, top dancehall DJ artists. Zungu 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 zang. So I can't translate this shulung fine because neither can Google, neither can anyone, because I think this is just a Yellow Man slang that he made up just with some phonetically sounding Chinese flourishes in his song. But you can see here Wyclef sampled that. There's also another famous sample in this tune from James Brown. If you're listening to, if you know about James Brown, I think that's the song called Blind Man Can See It. So there's a sample going through of that. This is a Yellow Man, Mr. Chin. Janai, that means really. All right, we'll translate that in a minute. Okay, we'll just go into the verse. Okay, so what's she saying? He said this one, he said in Chinese, this one sounds good. Let's give her a call on the phone. Yeah, it's like when these guys go through the Instagram girls and they say, okay, I'll offer you 50 grand so you can come and defecate on you. Yeah, these girls who go off to certain far off places. Or, okay, let's pick an Insta girl. Let's pick an Insta girl because she's instant. You're going to have her come here right away, some clout chaser groupie. This one sounds good. Let's give her a call on the phone. Oh, Jin, you're the sexiest man, Mr. Jin. I love the way you do your things. He's like, really? Jin, you are the sexiest man. Look how me sexy. Look how me Chinese. Mr. Jin, I love the way you do your things. That's what she was singing. Okay, I think her name's singing in the background. Her name's Aisha, quite famous singer. Okay, so the moral of the story is don't judge a book by its cover. I know you think he's fam, as in this new word going around now. Fam, short for family, yeah? What's up, fam? You all right, fam? Are you all right, fam? Oh, you know, I know you think he's fam, but he's really undercover. I saw his name on the affidavit. It was written in Chinese, and this is what he said. The Chinese restaurant is closing soon. All right. Bring about some local hooligans and thugs, so catch them at midnight when they close the shop up. Let's see about it.
Local hooligans and thugs, so catch them at midnight when they close their shop up. Reading the 10 Commandments, cooking up back up. Really small posters all over the walls.
Okay, so bring about some local hooligans and thugs, so catch them at midnight when they close the shop up, when the restaurant's closing. Reading the 10 Commandments, cooking the crack up, you mean? Biggie Smalls posters are all over the walls. All right, so this is a reference to, this is New York. Biggie Smalls came from New York too, right? So if they think you'd save me the bullet, it's so over, y'all. If they think you'd save me the bullet, it's so over, y'all. It's over for y'all. If they think you'd save me the bullet, it's over for y'all. Sorry. Right. Me, I'm just Jin doing my thing. Just doing my thing, just doing my thing. Why is there beef everywhere I go? I think you said that in Chinese, Cantonese before that. Okay, so carrying on. Back into the chorus. Okay, so I'm drunk skewing. Can't we all get along? I'm drunk screwing, I guess. I'm drunk screwing. Can't we all get along? My ladies with the thongs, you know the type. My thugs with the firearms. All right, so this is pure hip hop culture. See the influence that music has on a human being, right? So remember, this guy is of Asian Chinese descent, born in America, who's become the first Asian rapper, okay, of America and in China even, okay? He's responsible for the rap of China at the moment, the massive TV show, it's like Pop Idol, something like that, or Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent, you know, some show featuring like talented rappers, basically, and they're all coming and rapping in Chinese, right? So this is a power, this is American soft power, right? So ladies with the thongs, my thugs with the firearms, and then we carry on. All right. All the ghettos, all the suburbs. Janai, really? First Haitian rapper. He faded out. That faded out, right? So I was Wyclef saying there. Yes, it's 2003 Rough Rider music. Excuse me, 2003. So you're going to learn Chinese. Tai lo. That means really. You're gonna be Chinese. Hurry, get out of here. Tai lo. You're gonna learn Chinese. When the pumps come out, you're gonna speak Chinese. Okay. So what does Wyclef say? He says the game will never be the same. I already played the game, he said in Chinese. Double R, refugees. Let's go home. First Chinese rapper, first Haitian rapper, refugees. Yeah. Chinatown, already played the game. That's it. Interesting. So we have a Haitian producer using Jamaican samples, using music, reggae. So basically, hip hop hasn't given enough respect and dues to reggae music or to the music of Jamaica, because basically if there wasn't for reggae music, there would be no hip hop now, all right? There'd be no rap, there'd be no hip hop. Rapping started in Jamaica with the DJs on the mic at the sound system, right? Blessing up the place, you know, toasting, all of that. That's how it began. Okay, so it's quite interesting, a Haitian to be using you know, Jamaican stuff in his music production. So yeah, that was today's show. Okay, you guys can check it out, learn Chinese. Okay, I'm gonna put the link so that you can check it out for yourselves. And yeah, let's keep an eye on what happens with MC Jin. He's basically well, after that success, then he moved back to China. The album was actually a bit of a flop, but guess why? Because he's not black, because he's Asian, I guess. It was a flop, but maybe some of the lyrics as well. But hey, he's giving back what he gets or what he's heard. Okay, so there's nothing different, all right, in his lyrics or verses to any other rapper would say. Okay, it's about identity, it's about cultural background, it's about heritage, it's about your life and who you hang out with and who you spend time with. Don't forget, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Okay, so make sure you choose those 5 people very carefully. Yeah, and if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to get a next room. Okay, because they ain't gonna help you progress. Okay, so this album actually went gold in China. That means 500,000 sales in China. So big up to Jin. Okay, imagine that market. Imagine the market of China. If you break into China, if you become a musician and established and successful in China, you know, that won't be such a bad thing, would it? Yeah. Not for your bank account anyway, right? And I tell you, it's a big place. So you can imagine the touring going on in that place as well. It's a huge country, and it is taking over the world, okay? Silently, but surely, okay? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Big up the Aya Fam Bam, big up Team Bouchoy, big up the Emojins, the Genetics. Okay, what a time to be Asian. What a time to be Asian. Yeah, I must plug that as well. That's a new stand-up special, because he's kind of turned comedian. I guess he's giving them all anecdotes about his life in America, to the Chinese mainland, giving them a bit of an insight. And then check out also BJJ Asia. This is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Asia. All right, this is my friends who own this company. All right, this is the first and only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu association in Asia. Okay, so that's bjjasia.com. And today's program was the Lyrics Police, case number 10. I'm your host, the chief ogre, the chief of Lyrics Police, Laoness Izasha. And I hope to see you again soon with the next one. Blessed love, everyone. Have a great day.